Psychology shows that talking to yourself is not a sign of confusion, it's a sign of complex thinking. Yet most people learn early to hide it. They lower their voice. They stop mid-sentence. They wonder if something is wrong with them. But here's the truth. Self-talk is one of the most misunderstood behaviors associated with high intelligence. Not because intelligent people are lonely, not because they're socially awkward, but because their minds process information in layers. When you talk to yourself, your brain is not malfunctioning, it's organizing. Research in cognitive psychology shows that internal and external self-talk helps regulate attention, problem-solving, emotional control, and memory. In people with higher cognitive ability, these processes don't stay linear, they branch. So the mind creates a dialogue. You narrate your actions. You debate possibilities. You replay conversations. You rehearse future scenarios. This isn't distraction, it's simulation. High IQ brains are constantly running models of reality. What if this happens? Why did that feel off? What's the most accurate way to think about this? Talking to yourself is how those models stay coherent. This is why many intelligent people think out loud when solving problems, why silence feels unproductive, why explaining something to yourself suddenly makes it clearer. Psychologist Lev Vygotsky described this as self-directed speech, a tool the brain uses to guide behavior, especially when tasks are complex or abstract. The more complex the thinking, the more likely the dialogue. There's another layer most people don't talk about. Self-talk also regulates emotion. Highly intelligent minds tend to feel things deeply, but analyze them simultaneously. So instead of reacting impulsively, the brain steps in and says, let's slow this down. Let's understand this. Let's make sense of what just happened. That inner voice becomes a stabilizer. To the outside world, this can look like overthinking, but internally, it's emotional management. Interestingly, studies show that people who use self-talk effectively often perform better under stress. They correct mistakes faster. They stay focused longer. They recover more quickly after setbacks. In other words, that voice in your head isn't noise, it's feedback. Of course, context matters. Healthy self-talk is reflective, curious, and guiding, not cruel, not attacking, not diminishing. If your inner voice helps you reason, plan, understand, and regulate, it's doing exactly what a well-developed mind is designed to do. So, if you talk to yourself, don't rush to silence it. That voice has helped you think clearly when things were confusing, stay grounded when emotions were intense, and make sense of situations others avoided. You're not strange. You're not unstable. You're mentally active. And in a world that rewards speed over depth, thinking out loud is often how depth survives. If this video put words to something you've always done but never understood, leave a like. It helps more people realize they're not alone in how their minds work. And if you want content that explains the psychology behind intelligence, emotion, and the patterns most people never name, consider subscribing. This is the Corner of Mind, where your thoughts are understood, not judged.